Anakin Skywalker is the Chosen One. Thank you for coming to this video. My name's... Okay, I'm not done yet. Let's talk about Anakin Skywalker being the Chosen One. A lot of people who don't like Disney Star Wars like to try and say the sequels tried to replace Anakin as the Chosen One. And personally, I disagree with that. I think the sequels actually reinforces that Anakin is the Chosen One. Because Rey and Ben can't defeat Palpatine without Anakin Skywalker's existence. And that's just the Force using them to fulfill the rest of the prophecy. So let's start today by reading the Chosen One prophecy together. Only through sacrifice of many Jedi will the Order cleanse the sin done to the Nameless. The danger of the past is not past, but sleeps in an egg. When the egg cracks, it will threaten the galaxy entire. When the Force itself sickens, past and future must split and combine. A Chosen One shall come, born of no father, and through him will ultimate balance in the Force be restored. Let's pray. Now, this is Disney's version of a prophecy, and personally, I'm not a big fan of it, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but it clearly says that the Chosen One is going to be born of no father, and that's Anakin. I mean, Anakin Skywalker is that Chosen One. One reason for a lot of people saying Disney doesn't want Anakin to be the Chosen One is because Palpatine survived the Return of the Jedi. And I think that further solidifies Anakin as the Chosen One. So the Emperor Palpatine we know in Star Wars had a plan for everything. As Ian McDiarmid said in a recent interview, Palpatine always had a plan B. I mean, this is the same guy who planned the Clone Wars and the fall of the Jedi, and turning Anakin to Darth Vader. Like, he planned everything. He played chess while the Jedi played checkers. And Palpatine would have known the Jedi prophecies. He was obsessed with Jedi culture, mainly destroying Jedi culture. He would take Jedi artifacts and hide them in vaults. In Battlefront 2, Luke finds that compass in Palpatine's vault, and we see it for like a second in The Last Jedi, so like it really didn't matter much. But that compass is how he got to Ahch-To. So like without that compass that Palpatine had hidden away, he wouldn't find the first Jedi planet. So Palpatine would have known the Jedi history and known that prophecy. He targets Anakin because he knows he's the Chosen One. And part of that prophecy would involve Palpatine dying at Anakin's hands, so he would have had a plan to prevent that from happening. Even in Sith culture, part of that is the apprentice killing the master, so at some point Vader probably would have killed Palpatine, and Palpatine wouldn't want to die. So Palpatine's plan was to have a clone ready to go, and when he died, he had a clone ready to go. And those clones were completely ready to go. That's why he's in such a weak state in The Rise of Skywalker. So Palpatine, in his mind, these clones are defeating the prophecy, and to him, he's destroyed the Chosen One prophecy, and the Chosen One didn't work. But through his plan, the Force recalibrates like it's a GPS and finds a new way to fulfill the prophecy. And that new way can't happen without Anakin Skywalker's existence. Let's look at Ben Solo. Without Ben Solo, Palpatine isn't destroyed, and without Anakin's existence, Ben Solo can't exist. Because that's his grandpa. And let's look at Rey. Rey would not exist if Palpatine wasn't trying to make clones. Rey's father is Dastan, I believe his name is Dastan. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Rey's father is one of Palpatine's strand casts. This is a failed clone of Palpatine who couldn't be Force sensitive. So Palpatine's experimentation with cloning to prevent his death led to the existence of Rey. And you could call that lazy writing. I call it the Force, because the Force can do whatever it wants. The Force is a living thing and it impacts the people around it and wants this prophecy to come true. It reminds me of Eru Iluvatar from Lord of the Rings. In Lord of the Rings canon, Gollum was pushed by God into the fires of Mount Doom. Like, Gollum didn't trip. God pushed him into the lava to destroy the One Ring. So the Force being involved in this prophecy coming true makes a lot of sense. The Force is a living thing. It surrounds us. It binds us. It's going to want to prevent Palpatine from thwarting the prophecy. But in Palpatine's mind, of course he'd beat it because he survived death, and now Anakin can't defeat him. But the Force, through Anakin Skywalker's existence, leads to the prophecy being fulfilled and balance being restored. I also want to mention that balance isn't going to last forever. Anakin is the Chosen One, but the Chosen One in 100 years won't matter. There will be no permanent balance in the Force, because the Force is a living, breathing thing. It's always going to be evolving and changing. That doesn't mean that Anakin wasn't the Chosen One, though. For his time period, Anakin Skywalker was the Chosen One, and without him, there is no balance in the Force brought by Rey and Ben Solo. Now let's talk about that prophecy. As I said earlier, I'm not a fan of it. I'm dodging those Disney shill allegations right now because I think the new prophecy makes the Jedi really stupid. So let's go through it again. Only through sacrifice of many Jedi will the Order cleanse the sin done to the Nameless. You would think if a Jedi had a prophecy like this, they would prevent Order 66. They would know to expect it, but Order 66 caught them off guard. Which is stupid. Like, if you had a prophecy saying that every Jedi is going to die, you would probably listen to it. The next prophecy says that the danger of the past is not past, but sleeps in an egg. When the egg cracks, it will threaten the galaxy entire. That egg is the Sith. You would think that they were smart enough to pick up that that egg was the Sith, and would know that the Sith still existed somewhere. Because they didn't pick up on that, they were shocked that Darth Maul and Palpatine returned. Like, you should know that they're going to come back. It's in the prophecy. I'm going to be honest, this next part, I have no idea what it means. When the Force itself sickens, past and future must split and combine. I don't know what that means. So let's go to the last part. Pretty self-explanatory. A chosen one shall come, born of no father, and through him will ultimate balance in the Force be restored. That's very clearly Anakin Skywalker. Born of no father, Anakin Skywalker. Rey has a dad. Ben Solo has a dad. They're not the chosen one. Luke and Leia have a dad. They aren't the chosen one. Anakin has no dad. He is the son of the Force. Even if it's the Force being manipulated by Palpatine, which isn't technically canon, it's hinted at but not true, because it's not official canon yet. Anakin is the product of the Force intervening, and the prophecy itself is continued by the Force intervening by putting Ben Solo and Rey Skywalker together. Without them, the Chosen One doesn't fulfill the prophecy. But that doesn't mean Anakin wasn't the chosen one to begin with for that prophecy to be fulfilled. But I do think the current Disney version of a prophecy is bad, and it makes the Jedi really stupid. Like, Yoda questioned the prophecy in the prequels, but like, how would he question this? Like, it's very self-explanatory the way it's structured. But at the end of the day, Disney Star Wars further solidifies that Anakin Skywalker is the chosen one. And that's all I have today. My name's been Brendan. Thanks for watching. May the Force be with you, and Star Wars is for everyone.